I've been helping people with money for more than 20 years, but no one stumped me more than the princess.
I can't describe it. It's just a really good feeling you get when you purchase something.
I'm here to help this princess take control of her money and her life. Over the next 4 weeks, she'll live on a strict cash diet and complete weekly challenges. This rubbish is done. If this princess has what it takes, I'll transform her from spender to saver, and I'll give her up to $5,000 to help her pay down her debt.
We end up at a wall when we fight.
No changes, no money.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. She's a princess.
Meet Princess Ariana.
My name is Ariana. I'm 20. I'm a university student, and I really like to shop.
Ariana knows what she wants out of life.
Power skirt, check. Heels, check. Purse, check.
Awesome.
Shopping gives Ariana a high.
Lingerie, swimsuits, tops, dresses, everything you can put on.
She has very expensive tastes.
So your total taxes comes at $839.59.
She only shops at brand stores. Knowing that it's from a good store a lot of the time increases the rush.
She spends without thinking about the cost.
How much are you spending?
We'll see in a second.
Okay, so your total comes to $95.49.
$95.49.
$95.49 on panties.
Thank you.
Really?
And the pampering doesn't stop with Ariana.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Her parents have given her a free ride, literally.
She is aiming towards living a life of luxury.
She's met that goal. After her first year of university, Ariana decided she needed to recover from the stress. So she talked her parents into funding a trip around the world.
I decided to take 6 months off doing absolutely nothing. I left for Trinidad, and then I flew to Jamaica. And from Jamaica, I went to Florida, and then I flew over to Germany, Italy, France, Spain, Greece, England, and then I went to South Africa for 2 weeks.
They even gave her a weekly allowance.
She had a specific amount of money that she was allowed to spend. She went over that.
Now back in her suburban family home, this clued-out princess sleeps the days away.
She doesn't really come out of her room a lot.
Her plans for the future are unfocused at best.
I am interested in law. I looked into PR jobs and public relation jobs. I had applied to be what are those people that are on planes?
Ariana does nothing around the house.
I literally live in my room, so I try and maintain my room and keep that clean because that's my part of the house.
And you need, as a family member, to contribute to more than that.
She doesn't really care about anyone else.
The only real contribution she's making is to her family's debt.
She was at $7,000, you know, that's a year's of university fees.
She thinks nothing of going on impromptu shopping sprees.
I actually billed everything to my parents' credit card by accident. I spent $1,100.
It took this last $1,100 to kind of set us over the edge.
Ariana's sucked up so much money, her siblings are skeptical their parents will have anything left for them.
We're not gonna have enough money for university, and she's taking up all our money.
My younger son is pretty upset because he feels his university funds have been impacted, which they have.
Pushed to the brink, Ariana's parents have taken away her credit cards and are demanding a change.
I think Gail will be able to hopefully put a different perspective and a different light on what she's doing and hopefully make her realize the impact she's having.
I'll see what I can do. So you're a princess who's used to getting her own way, right?
Yes,
Are you prepared for the fact that you're not always going to get your own way with me?
definitely.
In fact, you might never.
That's okay.
So you're spoiled rotten, aren't you?
I don't think I'm spoiled, but I do have a lot of things that my parents give to me.
I know you went on a big trip. Will all your siblings get to go on a similar trip?
Probably not.
Will they pay for all your siblings' university education?
Probably not.
What makes you so special? What do you think is really important in life?
Family and friends.
Oh, you treat your family atrociously. How can you say that?
I don't know.
Let's see what your friend Sarah has to say about your princessy ways.
Okay.
I think what has really surprised me is this continuous cycle of spending her parents' money, feeling guilty, getting the call, I did it again, Sarah, and they're really upset. They're so upset, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I feel so bad. And we both know that a month from now, she's gonna call me again saying the same thing. I no longer know what to say. I have nothing left to say. I just feel like an accessory in her life.
I don't like that she feels like an accessory. I mean, she's my friend, not a purse.
Are you trying to change?
I kind of slipped again in March when I spent the $1,100.
That wasn't your money.
That wasn't
That
my
you
money.
hadn't earned.
Yes.
That you put on your mother's credit card.
I honestly thought that it was going to go onto my card because
What kind of balance do you have on your card? What's your credit limit on your card?
500.
How could you possibly think you're using your card if you're putting $1,100 on a card that has a $500 limit?
I wasn't looking at how much I was spending.
Are you kidding me? What did your mother say?
She wasn't very happy.
It worries me that I think, what have I done in what I have taught her that has her this way? So I feel like a failure as a mother. Somehow my inability to provide her with the right training, education, support, emotional, I don't know what, but I must have missed the boat somewhere.
I don't like that my mom thinks it's all her fault because I think that she has nothing to do with it. She raised me properly. I'm the one who messed up. It was my mistake.
Okay. What we're going to do next is I'm going to look at your numbers and see what the reality of your situation is. We are here to look at the numbers because the numbers don't lie. Okay?
Okay.
50% of your income should go towards your needs. 25% should go towards your wants, and then there's debt repayment, 10% for savings. But when I asked Ariana what she spends her money on, this is what she told me. She spends about $500 a month on clothes. That's your money, because she's not working. Between the makeup and the haircuts and the manis and the pedis and the spa and the waxing, it's another $380. This, of course, is because, in your case, Princess, all your needs are being taken care of by your parents. 100% goes towards your wants, and that's the equivalent of over $1,500 every month.
I would like to have $1,500 a month to blow as well.
Your girl's living the high life,
Definitely.
and you let her.
Yes. Seeing the amount that Gail said was like, no. This really has to stop.
You've been earning on average about $550 a month, which works out to about $6,600 a year gross. If you were paying for all the stuff that you are currently consuming, you'd have to have an income of $56,000 a year.
Well, there's no way I'm making that.
You have one resident of your household eating up $56,000 of your family income.
Now we know why we have no resources for the others.
Your mum has promised me that she will stay out of whatever it is we're doing over the next 4 weeks. I am going to try and bring you into reality, okay? Okay, so this is about taking control of your money and your life. You do the challenges I want you to do to my satisfaction. I'll give you up to $5,000 to help your parents deal with this mess. You don't do the challenges, you don't get the money. And believe me, I am going to be extremely hard on you. What we're going to do is we're going to try and help you develop a good work ethic. We're going to get you to recognize what you can actually afford to have and what you can't afford to have. And ultimately, you have to be a contributing member of your family, okay?
Okay.
Coming up.
I feel like I got the hardest challenge ever.
Oh, she's a princess. Oh, she's a princess.
Princess Ariana loves shopping.
Lingerie, swimsuits, tops, dresses, everything you can put on.
She just took a 6-month-long vacation. But that hasn't stopped her from expecting more handouts from home. You have one resident of your household eating up $56,000 of your family income. Now they've come together to cut her off.
She should have been cut off a long time ago.
I'm going to start her transformation with some tough challenges. If she completes them with the right attitude, I'll give her up to $5,000 to help her pay down her debt. So now we come to your first challenge. The first thing I'm going to make you do is you're going on a cash diet. $20. You don't get any more money than this.
Okay.
I don't know how she's going to do it. That seems like quite a little bit of money.
I'd take away Ariana's credit cards, but her parents beat me to it. Maybe there's something else I can take away. You may not drive the car for the next 4 weeks.
Okay.
I have a transit pass for you. You're gonna travel like a commoner.
She detests taking public transit.
How am I going to get around to everywhere I need to go?
And the real challenge is this. You are going to work 40 hours a week, every week for the next 4 weeks. This I'm too stressed to cope with life rubbish is done.
I feel like I got the hardest challenge ever.
Good. What do you think, Mom?
Good challenge.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck.
The Get Real Challenge is all about snapping my princess into reality. Ariana needs to develop a work ethic. She didn't find a job right away, so it's off to volunteer.
I'm Sharon.
Nice to meet you, Ariana.
Come on in. Now, do you have access to a car at all? Or are you able to drive or no?
I've been banned from my car due to this challenge.
Okay, so it'd be transit for you?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. She seemed a little disappointed she doesn't have her car right now, and certainly in the region of Peel, that is sometimes a challenge, but I think the ones that we found for her today are within her area. No problem, she should be able to get to them easily.
The next morning, Princess Ariana was up at the crack of dawn to help make breakfast at a local shelter.
It's very early in the morning, so I'm pretty tired and kind of wondering what I'm doing today.
But while the group plans its day, Ariana waits on the sidelines. And when everyone else gets into action, instead of showing some initiative, Princess Ariana stands around sucking on her juice, waiting to be told what to do.
I'm gonna get you to put your drink down. Put on an apron.
Now that she's got a task, let's see how she does.
Okay, get it.
Here, do you want me to hold this? Yeah.
Sorry.
You just crack it and on the grill. You need to. Well, not quite. Hopefully our guests are flexible today.
Not a chef? That's okay.
We always are looking for people to do an assortment of things, from data entry to the stuff that we've done today. Absolutely, we could take her for 40 hours.
The one by my house is like, oh, there's a wait list to get into
there.
it.
We're available.
You guys are a little bit far, but if I could get here, I would totally come.
Yes, definitely.
Clearly, there's a need for Ariana, and the only thing that's stopping her from getting there is a bus.
If it was feasible, like if I could actually get there in a reasonable amount of time, then I would definitely consider it, because I'm not gonna throw away a good opportunity.
I'm afraid she hasn't got the lesson that she can't afford the luxury of a car.
I mean, I can't just leave when I want. I have to basically plan everything ahead of time. I can't just pick up and go.
Looks like week one was a bit of a bust. It's time I checked in with this princess, and I've asked her sister to come along. Have you had any success on the job front yet?
I actually didn't look into that this week because I was so
involved in
the volunteering.
But now make sure you focus on getting a job, because getting a job is how you're going to end up paying back what you owe and paying for school, which is what you want to do next, right?
Yes.
Your next challenge is an attitude adjustment challenge.
Okay.
I want you to become the captain of this ship.
Okay.
Overall, the way you pass this challenge is to get the whole household working like a team together. You're going to get a video cam so that you can record how this is going inside the house.
Okay.
All right, so you know what you have to do this week.
Yes.
Let's see you get it done. Let's see you do some recording, and I'll see you next week. Coming up.
She's really, really bossy. She doesn't really know how to talk to people that well. Still see dirt in the sink. Don't talk. If you want to do it yourself, then you can come do it.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
Princess Ariana takes lazy to a whole new level.
I wouldn't want to work 40 hours a week for the whole summer. I need a rest before school comes back.
I challenged her to get a job, but she hasn't taken me very seriously.
I honestly haven't looked for anything.
Right. Ariana's entitled behavior has created friction with her siblings.
We're not going to have enough money for university, and she's taking up all our money.
Now Ariana's about to learn that in an effort to pay for her siblings' educations, her parents are only going to pay half her tuition next semester. Wonder how she's going to take that news.
We can manage $3,500 a year towards your schooling. That's what we could actually contribute to it.
I'm 21, going to focus on me and do what I want to do.
Yes, you've made that very clear.
Okay, good.
Good thing her next challenge is an attitude adjustment challenge. She needs to take charge of the household, and I've asked her sister to videotape the process.
So maybe what Gail's trying to do with the second challenge is to get me more involved with my family.
That's way too much. Would you like to do it?
No.
Good. Then let me put as much as I want. Done.
You didn't get the corners, and I see some spots on the mirror. Well, that's good enough. I'll give you a 6 out of 10 for this job in the washroom because I still see dirt in the sink.
Part 2 of Arianna's challenge is to cook a family meal, so she's off with her sister to get the groceries.
How much do you think we need for 3 people? I think Gail probably wants me to be more of a big sister as well, and less of a kind of guest in the house. I'm hoping that she builds a better relationship with all of us. Okay, get some grapes. Why? What about cherries? No cherries, but I don't like green grapes.
But her attitude doesn't seem to be improving as the process goes on.
Okay, so when do we put like green peppers in it? No, I'm making Italian. You could put tomatoes, green pepper, and broccoli in it. No, I'm okay. Did you put like garlic on that? Okay, no, I didn't. You need to put some seasoning on that. I'll do it when it comes out. Relax.
It's typical princess behavior. Ariana made the food to suit her own taste, but she's so busy sulking.
This looks good, Ariana.
You need to move your bowl.
Pardon me?
You need to move your bowl.
Move my bowl? Sorry. I was going to just put it at the side.
She doesn't even join in to eat with her family.
You gonna eat some?
No.
How come?
I'm not hungry.
Well, since the challenge didn't seem to adjust her attitude, let's see what I can do. You still don't have a job. Don't even bother telling me about all the fabulous volunteering stuff you're doing, okay? Because the volunteering stuff seems to be getting in the way of getting a job.
Yeah.
This is another attitude adjustment challenge because, Ariana, you have a whole heap of attitude and it all needs to be adjusted.
Okay.
You need to write a letter of apology to your siblings, and you have to write your siblings an IOU, each for $1,000, to compensate them for the money you took out of your parents' pocket that should have gone to them fairly.
Okay.
This is your last week to pull it all out.
Dear Kalika.
The other children, even though they recognize Ariana's made a mistake, I don't know if they know that she is truly sorry. And I think they need to hear that.
With her eldest brother away, Ariana gathered her youngest siblings to deliver her apology.
Rather than contributing to the family and giving back, I have been taking. I'm sorry if I have not been the big sister you expected to have, and hope to be a better one in the future. So as a result, I will be owing each of you $1,000.
This means a lot, Ariana. Thanks.
Love you.
Love you too.
They were all smiley when I gave them the apology letters. I mean, it's not like I have to give it to them this second. Kalika and kind of have 4 years of university ahead of them. So I figure within their second year, I mean, I can give them like, I don't know, $250 every here and there.
So even though Ariana made a promise to her siblings, it doesn't appear she's in any hurry to make it happen. And when we asked her about her ongoing job search, she was equally vague.
Well, to tell you the truth, I have applied to like a lot of places. I couldn't tell you like exactly because I just click and apply to like everything. I didn't know that you would like track the jobs that I've applied for. I just thought the goal was to actually get a job. So as long as I was, looking for a job, and I don't keep things that aren't important.
Coming up, my final verdict.
There's no way to prove anything that you say.
Oh, 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 she's a princess. Oh, 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 she's a princess.
When I met Princess Ariana 4 weeks ago, she believed that she was entitled to whatever she wanted.
I decided to take 6 months off doing absolutely nothing. Italy, France, Spain, Greece, England.
Will all your siblings get to go on a similar trip?
Probably not.
What makes you so special?
So I challenged her to get a job, or at least volunteer while she was looking for a paying gig.
If it was feasible, like if I could actually get there in a reasonable amount of time, then I would definitely consider it.
She had a month to complete her first challenge, but she hasn't been able to show me proof that she applied for any jobs. She made some efforts at home, but I'm not sure she ever adjusted her attitude.
I'm 21, I'm gonna focus on me and do what I wanna do.
For her final challenge, she needed to apologize to her siblings and promise to make it up to them.
I will be owing each of you $1,000.
This means a lot, Ariana. Thanks.
But at the end of the day, Ariana still expects her parents to pick up the tab. Before I deliver my final verdict, I'm going to talk to Ariana and her mother to find out how they think the process went. How do you think she's done? You know, she's pulling a fast one on most of us, right?
What do you mean by pulling a fast one?
Ariana's probably strongest skill is her ability to get people to believe what she wants them to believe.
Mm-hmm.
You actually haven't accomplished very much this month, and I think that there is a huge gap you still have to close. There's no doubt in my mind that moving forward, you will be successful because you present extremely well. But because you can present so well and because you have an innocence about you, you know people will believe what you say and you make things up, Ariana. There's no way to prove anything that you say. But I'm telling you that it's not going to serve you well as you move forward. You should be spending more of your time looking to make a real life. I have for you 3 checks. I'm going to give you enough money to come through on your promise. One to each of your siblings. 1, 2. On this, at the very least, you have spoken the truth and you can follow through on your commitment. And that's what I have for you today.
Okay.
I wish you the best of luck. I know you can make a wonderful life for yourself. I want you to come into reality, and I'm hoping this will be a big enough shock to get you to start paying attention to the truth. Okay?
Okay. We could argue back and forth about who thinks what and what happened, but in the end, that's it.
It still worked out well.
It still worked out well.
I can tell she loves to go shop. She's all out of control. She can't stop. Designer clothes, jewels, hair. She's throwing money everywhere. My head is spinning. Oh, 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 oh. She's a princess. She's a princess. Modern day princess.